Hey guys, and welcome to another episode in my flipping series. This series is going to be a little different because, as you guys know, I took about a week break off from YouTube, and that meant Trove as well. So I have not logged into this account for 2 weeks now, considering I was sick the week previously before the week I took off. So it was a little while. So instead of this episode having, a 5-minute non-live portion, the entire video is going to be a live portion. So this beginning section is just me, letting you guys know in the first place. I'm also gonna go ahead and do the challenge so I could get my 1,000 qubits, because again, I do the daily qubits bar just for the qubits to unlock more slots in the marketplace, because everybody can do that, so that it still counts as, I'm not making any flux from it. Everything that I do gain, I put into the stash. You can see right here, like, I just got that bronze trove, put it down there in my stash. It's not part of this series, so it'll stay in here forever. So yes, I'm gonna dump all my flux in here, so that way it doesn't, intermix or anything like that. As you can see, I have a random stack of 70 flux. That's because I got 70 flux deconstructing gear when I was leveling this guy up for mastery points. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will be flipping for an hour, and I guess we could collect what we got. So I did finally sell those sales. I just sold them for what I bought them for, 120 each. So I just got rid of them, to be honest. I made no flux from them. I lost no flux from them. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta know when to stop. So yes, I will be looking for an item. It's gonna be a common item, maybe robo salvage, maybe radiant shards. I don't know yet. I'll be flipping for an entire hour, and I will be coming back when I have 100,000 flux. So I only need around 21k flux left. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Might take an hour because I am gonna also do the challenge as well, and I will be back to show you guys some footage of how I would go flipping for an hour. This is going to be the actual start of how I flip on my main account, because you can do this at around 100k flux, which is what we're at. So the good parts are just starting. I will see you guys then. Hey guys, and welcome back. This is going to be the end portion where I've already been flipping. I flipped for about half an hour, and then I took a break. And then when I came back, I decided it's gonna be already tomorrow when this video comes out, so I need to just get it over with now. So I'm gonna go over how I would be flipping once again. I'm gonna show you the stack sizes that I flipped with, and stuff like that. When I did take my break, I just dumped the rest of my shards in, and they all did sell. So one thing you can see, I did go with radiant shards. There's two main stacks that you want to flip with radiant shards. The first one being 1,000 stacks. So you can see I sold these 1 to 4.5. 1,000 stacks are pretty much the best stacks you can go with for radiant shards. They are the most efficient. They sell the fastest per stack size. The second stack size is actually 2,000. 2,000 sell relatively fast compared to 1,000. They sell only a little bit longer. Sometimes they even sell quicker, because if everyone's posting stacks for 1,000 and yours is for 2,000 at the same price, people are going to prioritize buying the 2,000, so they don't have to keep buying, two 1,000 stacks per one of your stacks. So if you see a bunch of stacks posted for 1,000, which I can show you, like right here, you see 3 stacks on one page for 1,000. When you see this, you'd post your stacks for 2,000 in terms of quantity size, and yours will actually sell faster than the people posting for 1,000. 10,000, never post 10,000s unless you're going to take a break overnight. I took about a half-hour break, and they did sell. That's just luck. And never sell stacks of 100 unless you have a stack that's less than 1,000. Because if you sell on 100, it's going to take 10 stacks to sell before you sell as much as 1,000. They sell a little bit faster, but keep in mind that's only a little bit faster. They only sell a little bit faster than the stacks of 1,000, and it takes 10 slots. And most people only have around 6. As long as you're like following along with me from a fresh account, you only have 6 slots. So like I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. So if you're constantly, like, say you have 6, say they all sell instantly, you're gonna have to post another 4 before you can even sell one stack of 1,000 if you post them in 100s. And with all that time that you're spending, sitting here posting, selling, claiming, posting, selling, claiming little stacks of 100, people are buying out all these. Like you can see, sorry, but the item is gone. Stuff like that. People are buying all these stacks out while you're sitting here and going, Okay, gotta post this for 100. Okay, gonna sell that for 4.2. And while someone's right here doing, oh, look at all these deals I'm getting. You know what I mean? So don't do stacks of 100. They just waste your time and they waste the buyer's time. People don't buy a bunch of stacks of 100 when there's a post for 1,000. That's the same exact price. They get 10 times the amount with one click. That click is a lifesaver to some people. So those are the tips that I can give for Radiant Shards. Again, this only applies to Radiant Shards. Robo Salvage is a different story. Robo Salvage, no one buys any stacks for 1,000 because those prices are too high. They're worth 30 Flux each. So one stack of 1,000 is already 30k. So people buy stacks of 100 for Robo Salvage. We'll get into that when I get into those items. But for Radiant Shards specifically, 1,000s and 2,000s, if you're gonna go to sleep and you still have a bunch of Radiant Shards, post all of them all at once. It could be 10,000, it could be 8,000, doesn't matter. By the time you wake up, they'll be sold as long as they're a reasonable price. But let me clear up all these cheap prices because I was only gone, and you saw I just sold all mine for 4.5, and now they're at 3.8, 3.9. So let me buy all these up while I can. I'm gonna buy anything that's under 1 to 4. But as you saw, we did have over 100k. I shouldn't have been buying all of them. So it did take me half an hour, and I made 20k from Radiant Shard flipping. Easy stuff. And I'm gonna keep investing into it right now. As I'm gonna end this video, and then the Radiant Shards that I sell after this video are gonna be taken into next week's video, where I go back and do the old format that I was doing, where I was showing you everything that I sold within a week. These shards, these 5k shards, will be included in there. Just wanted to grab them up while they're cheap, because I like buying anything that's under 1 to 4, no matter what. Because I know no matter what, some day of the week they'll be above 1 to 4. I don't really buy above 1 to 4 unless the prices are already above it. But as you can see, there's a couple pages. There's like 5 pages of 1 to 4, so I'm not going to go above that right now. That's another thing you have to keep into consideration. Half an hour ago, they were 1 to 4.5, now they're 1 to 4. They're not 1 to 4.5 anymore. You got to get rid of that idea that they're 1 to 4.5, because that is not the price anymore. There's 5 pages of one price. That means it's that price. So yeah, the prices are 1 to 4 right now. Not really flippable too much. Also, one more tip. Hopefully you guys are still sticking around. If they're 1 to 4, don't buy anything 3.9 or above. Because that gives you the room. I've talked about this many times. As you can see, this is a prime example of why you don't do that. Because if the prices are 1 to 4, don't buy anything 3.9 or above, because that gives you the whole 1/100th of a percent, or 1/100th of a flux, and 1,000th of a flux. If you go into the tenths, you're gonna end up losing flux that way. It's a little hard to explain, but it gives you that whole hundredths and thousandths of a flux to undercut. This person's undercutting because he has that room. If you buy the 3.9 and you sell them for 3.98, you're only gaining hundredths of a flux, and you might end up actually losing flux, and it's not even profitable. Like, you're gonna make 87 flux from this. That is not a worthwhile flip, unless the prices rise. You can buy the 3.9 and hold on to them for another day and sell them when they're 4.5 each again. But for now, if you're sitting here flipping straight up, just like I'm doing, searching, buying, searching, buying, searching, buying, avoid anything that's 0.1 flux underneath the common price. So again, last thing, if it's 4, don't buy anything 3.9 or above. Buy everything 3.9 and below. It could be 3.89, doesn't matter, just as long as it's not 3.9 or above. And that's pretty much it. That's all the tips that I can give right now, because that's all I can really think of. I'm kind of I'm like a little out of it. It's a little late, and I want to make sure to get this video done. So yep, that is it for Radiant Shards. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're now at 100k. Hopefully next video will be at 150k, and we'll just keep moving on and moving on from there. And I will be doing these type of flips from now on. I'm leaving the other ones unless it's going to be for the pre-rolled footage. If you're not going to be online, you might as well get those bigger flips with mounts and stuff like I've been doing. But if I am online, I'll be doing these flips. So let me know how you guys like this video instead, if you like this more than my previous style, or if you like the previous style, seeing those bigger flips just in less quantities. So let me know. But that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, and I will